With the elections just a few months away and service delivery protests on the rise, we at Tabloid TV took a walk through an informal settlement to find out what living conditions are like in these communities. Welcome to Londonderry Informal Settlement, home to approximately 3,000 people who share 2 toilets, 3 taps and have no proper drainage system. Some of these residents said they have lived this way since the days of apartheid and with little to no help from government have resorted to the installation of their own electricity from nearby light poles. Live wires like these are a common sight in this community and comes with its share of horror stories. 2 years ago, a group of children were playing soccer when their ball went astray. A young boy followed the ball and touched a fence that was exposed to live current. Linda Nozozo, the uncle of the young boy, tells the story of that horrific day.
The child, they were playing outside there on the driveway, and then because they were playing, the power was connected on a wire there, and then he went and touched the wire. That's what happened. He went and choked by the power.
It was exposed live wire that was touching the fence.
Yeah.
What was the child doing at the time?
They were playing outside. There were 3 of them playing with the ball outside.
And then what happened? Did the ball go to the fence?
Yeah, and then he went and touched the wire and then got choked.
And then did you rush him to the hospital?
Yeah, we had to ask someone with a car to take him to the hospital in George.
What injuries did he have?
He was choked on the leg, on his back, and the finger on his arm.
Nozozo said stories like this are common in their community. Menzi Gumede has been living in this shack for over 20 years. He shares his home with his girlfriend and 6 children.
I'm a prophet here. You can see even my workload. Even the people came here to look for the help, so you can get money to buy food and everything. I just need my wife to come out and my children so I can talk to the people, because I can't spell every secret for everyone in front of my family. So when I look at the house where my connection is, maybe a day I make 20 rand to buy food for my children, because not only maybe 2 people, and to make a consultant is only 10 rand for a person, but it's not happening always.
And what are your toilets like? Do you have any toilets in the...
We don't have it because we just made it ourselves. You did see the check there where we did our shit there. It's fucking very badly.
Unfortunately, even the self-proclaimed prophet of the settlement couldn't predict that he himself would fall victim to such ailing infrastructure. Last week, Gumede slipped on a muddy pathway frequently used by the residents and said this wouldn't have happened if the municipality had installed a staircase.
I was walking up here, you can see how it always goes here. It was raining, and it's right, because we've got no steps, we've got no climbing range, then it just fell down. I broke my arm. Look at even my cheek here. It's rough. We don't even know the councillor here.
The councillor doesn't come to you and...
No, he only came once here who were trying to build a house there at the back. He just came here to tell us to come down. He will go to Municipality and talk to them to give us the land. But he never came back. He only see him once, maybe 5 years back, not even now. We only heard that his name is, what you call him? Hanif. We don't even know him. He's not even making any meetings with us here. He just not even to come and give us even the parcels. But we always go there to vote for him. But now he's making us bullshit here.
When you cook at home, do you have enough space? Do you have enough food?
No. I have to hold the children so my girlfriend so she can cook, because the children, they are playing around it. The house is too small. They can get bent, they can get hurt. It's not peaceful in the house. It's always noisy. Even if I'm coming from work to make something for my children and my wife to eat, I can't even sleep, because now I can't tell the children to keep quiet. They just play inside the house. It's noisy. It's not peaceful.
Do you get proper water?
No.
Where do you get your water from?
You can even see the pipes here. We just try ourselves to get the water from there. Even if we didn't get there from the tap, we have to go down and wait for the water tank, for the can down the road, and come back with our 25 liters here, our buckets.
What about electricity?
Hey, that's a very, 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 very tricky question you're asking me now. I showed you the cables down there. Even the child walking down, they can just charge the cables. We can get died here. We don't have the tapes. We don't have electricity. We only got the yawa.
Gumede explained that without proper drainage systems, they are not able to safely dispose of their used water.
We use this water when we're bathing inside in our houses. Now we can't keep the dirty water inside the house. Then this water we just put it inside the bucket so we can lift it up there in the toilet to go inside because we've got no drains. So now that's why we put the water in the buckets so we can keep it into the toilet.
A lack of space means these residents need to do everything they can to keep themselves away from harsh weather conditions. These shacks, supported by makeshift pillars, house more than 3 people. In what appears to be a storage unit of a building, a grandmother, mother, and 2 children call their home. Community leader Sandile Dlamini explains what it's like to live in this dwelling.
When you go through in this house, you have to bend. Even on the inside, you can't stand. You have to bend when you are inside. And when it rains, too much water goes in. And this condition of this house is very bad. So we have told the council about these things. He promised us he'll come back and take all our complaints. He never come back.
Do you think 4 people can live in this house?
No, not at all. This is not a house to live people inside. People cannot live in this situation. No, they can't cook. If they cook, you see, when it's not raining, they build fire outside here. They cook. Then after they finish, they go inside to eat. I've been voting all the time and nothing has been happening. You see, when it comes to campaign, they come here and they promised us things that they will do for us. But after that, the elections, no one comes back. They just come and promise us what they tell us what they're gonna do for us, what they're gonna give us. Then we go to vote. Then after the voting, no one comes back.
What are some of the promises they made to you?
Houses, electricity, toilets, jobs. I've been voting all the time, but nothing has been happening. So even the community members of this area, as we are the community leaders, they told us they're not gonna vote.
With municipal elections on the horizon and communities like this growing impatient, the city of Durban may need to brace for even more protests.
As a councillor and as a DA councillor, I do not make promises to anyone. Whenever I communicate and meet with the residents, especially from the informal settlements, I always tell them that I'm the facilitator here. I'm the mediator between the municipality and the residents of my ward. They address their concerns to me, which I then further take it up to the departments, to the relevant departments to assist in these matters. There are times there's huge delays from the departments, and that is also due to corruption, which is causing a major problem in providing services to the people. Look, coming to the ones about the naked wirings and the children that are getting shocked, nothing has been brought to my attention from that area. No one has informed me of any incidents in that area. Shack fires, I have not been informed about from that area. Yes, in other settlements we had recently maybe like 3-4 shacks getting burnt due to negligence. And in that area particularly, there's nothing has been brought. We don't have it on record. Because normally when there's a shack fire, you'll find the residents, they're also requesting for building materials from the human settlements, and nothing has been brought to my attention. So if those things are brought to my attention, I will act on it. So when it's coming to the delay of putting in the ablutions or the numbering of the houses, I think these things should be answered by the officials of those departments. Because we as councillors, we are basically just as facilitators, as mediators. We are not mandated to instruct officials, but we can try and assist and work with them and try and fast track it and escalate it. As a councillor in my 7 informal settlements, I'm not afraid to walk into these settlements because I'm not there to lie to them. I don't promise them things. Because the government is the one that makes them promises. The government is the one that doesn't educate them or make them understand the processes and the protocols. The government is the one that keeps them there, keeps them suppressed. Keeps them suppressed because it becomes political, it's because of the votes. So now with the 2021 elections that's coming up, you'll find this ruling party will go in there and make the promises and show them fake lists that have got houses and everything for you, vote for us. And then you will find after the elections are finished for the next 5 years, those residents are still in the same place. Why is it now that eThekwini is looking for 21 billion rand for water infrastructure to upgrade some of the water infrastructure in eThekwini? Not all, some. Why is it now that they're looking for it? Because if you look at it, water and sanitation at the moment is broke. They've got no money. Electricity, they don't have half the resources. At the moment, I am working on the Clare Road in Clare Estate, Constantine Road. I've got 2 phases there to electrify. We've got the stickers on 53 shacks. They are waiting from last year, October. There's no prepaid meters in stock. So this is where the delay comes in. And the lack of communication from the municipality officials to the councillor to update us what is happening. When we need to know something, we have to phone them, we have to email them and to get updates on it. And if I don't call the department in 3 months, they don't call me back. So this is where we are lacking with the communication side of it. So coming back to the settlement, yes, I'm willing to go there. I don't have a problem. Because at the end of the day, I never make the promises. We also had officials there from Water and Sanitation. We had officials there from Parks. We had officials there from Electricity Department. We did have in the past when I was the councillor. But prior to that, they were promised a lot of things in the areas. And then you look at from 2015 to now, there's over 300 shacks that got built in that area. So if you do your maths, I mean, that's only one settlement and I've got 7 to worry about.
Lloyd Govindsamy for Tabloid TV News in Londonderry Informal Settlement.